Three Lakes is an unincorporated town in Oneida County, Wisconsin. This town hosts the world's largest chain of lakes and a population of around 4,500 people. Three Lakes has many trails, beaches, boat landings, restaurants, cafes, and local shops for tourists and locals to enjoy year-round. In this documentary, me and my friends, Raquel, Mira, and Caitlin will explore almost all that Three Lakes has to offer in its summer seasons. Let's start off with Three Lakes' history, featuring one of our many interviews, this one being at the Three Lakes Historical Society and Demmer Library. So you are?
I am Mary Andrews. I'm a Historical Society board member and work out in the museum here.
When was Three Lakes founded?
So Three Lakes was founded in 1881, and it was originally founded from the railroad company. The surveyors came up and were looking for lumber and the standing pine and everything to harvest it. So when they got to Three Lakes, they were headed north and hit Maple Lake, and so had to kind of reroute the path that they were choosing for the railroad, and passed like Range Line and Town Line, and so they assumed there were just three lakes surrounding the town. And what they later, discovered was there was a lot more, but they had already named the town Three Lakes at that point as they headed north. So that's how it got the name Three Lakes. And, the town just started kind of beginning to boom from there as the railroad companies moved in, the Thunder Lake Lumber Company moved in, and began harvesting trees.
Where exactly was the railroad?
So the passenger railroad was actually what's now become the Three Eagle Trail. So the winery was the original depot, and then from there, once the railroad moved out, the town and some people had gotten together and formed the Three Eagle Trail that you can use for biking and skiing and running and just fun. All right, we're here at the Johnson House, which is one of the original houses in Three Lakes. It was built in 1882, and it was originally just 2 rooms, but they expanded as their family grew. And it's kind of set up as a typical affluent family during that time in 1882. So a lot of the items we have in here would be typical of a house during that time of a wealthy family. So you can, tour through. There's some musical instruments in here.
So do any of these items hold any specific value, or are they just old?
Yeah, a lot of them were from Three Lakes during that time. So we try to acquire items that were originally,
have been stuck in somebody's attic.
Exactly, yep. And we've got the family Bible over here on the table, which is kind of neat. And when you stop by the visitor center first, you can get a little brochure that talks about all the buildings we have here. We've got the whole Johnson family displayed here as well.
We spent a lot of time at the Historical Society. We went to the little schoolhouse and the convenience store. We even saw a short film made by Sam Campbell, whose memorial trail we would walk down later. However, we were currently hungry, so we went further into town to gather some food and more Three Lakes insight from locals. This is Deja Brew, and you're the owner?
I am, Tanya.
Okay, so what do you think about Three Lakes?
What do I think about Three Lakes? I think Three Lakes is a great community with good people, very inviting and welcoming, and supportive.
Right, so how long exactly have you owned this business? I know that you bought it quite recently.
Yes, we purchased it back in January, so 7 months.
All right, that's quite great. And I've also heard that you've been adding new foods to your menu.
Yep, so we have this whole menu. We kept all the great drinks, and now we added breakfast sandwiches and lunch.
Right, so this is, before it was just a regular coffee shop, and now you're doing all of this, which is quite great. So I guess we just tried things.
Well, I already tried mine. It's really good.
Yeah. So I got a blue raspberry lemonade lotus drink. What'd you get?
I got the Jewel. I got strawberry and coconut milk. It tastes really good. So refreshing.
Yeah, so we've both been here before. We both think that it's very great. We've had several things on the menu. Have you ever eaten the food here before? On the topic of us eating food, we actually came here the day after we recorded this so we could get some of their sandwiches. All of them were really good, tasted completely amazing. I would recommend them to anyone who wants to stop by and get a quick lunch snack. However, we weren't finished in town. We were going to stop at one more place, and then after that, we were going to go out on a hiking trip. This is Fika Coffee and Bakery. You're the owner.
Yep.
What's your name?
Jackie Sharp.
Okay, so how long have you been open exactly?
Since the summer of 2017, so just about 6 years.
And you've stayed in this building the whole time? All right. What exactly do you think of Three Lakes?
The downtown, the town as a whole,
Kind of the community here, how the people are.
it's a great small town. There's less than 2,500 people here year round, so it's really like a small town feel. The rest of the year it gets a lot bigger in the summer, but we maintain that small town community.
Would you recommend like people to come here over the summer?
Yes, absolutely. We have, the world's largest chain of lakes, so anything you would want to do on the water, we have that. We've got a very cute downtown, multiple coffee shops, places to eat, places to shop. It's a great place to visit.
So what exactly do you serve here,
So we're a Swedish bakery, so I do traditional Swedish recipes with chocolate chip cookies thrown in, and then we use only produce that is grown locally and seasonally. So you can meet the farmers that all of the produce is from.
So we just went to the Fika Coffee and Bakery shop, and I got a cardamom bun.
I also got something here, and that would be a chocolate chip cookie. Can you tell that we're having fun?
Right?
So I guess let's just try it. Okay. It's like melting, it's very fresh. I think we just took yours out of the oven. Oh, good.
Yeah, well, I thought those cookies are amazing. I've had like the chocolate cherry cookie. I don't know if that might be it, but
I've had the other version of it.
Somebody comment will see.
I've had like a whole cardamom cake too. That was so good.
We definitely recommend it here. It's all freshly baked, We just watched them take it out of the oven and put it in the case. But I definitely recommend ordering from here because they have a very limited in-store selection. Now that we were all full of food, it was time to enjoy the wilderness at the Sam Campbell Memorial Trail, named after one who loved the woods and is now keeping part of it untouched for all to enjoy. We would trek out to the point at 4 Mile Lake, but I'm not sure which part of the trip was more beautiful. Being out on this point really makes you think. There's so much to do here in Three Lakes, especially on the water, and getting to this view alone is enough to make me happy. Throughout this, albeit short documentary, my friends and I have been brought together not just for the sake of filming. I even forgot to film half of the time, because we were having so much fun. That's what this town does to you. It makes you have so much fun you forget what you were doing. Even if it's just for a moment, it's beautiful. Thank you so much to all of my friends and to the people we interviewed. This film wouldn't be here without you.